This message is for the person looking to turn their creative vision into reality. Hi, I'm Miriam and I'm a spiritual guide. This message today is for the person who has been gifted a very clear vision of what comes next, and yet they're having a difficult time tapping into the discipline and commitment that it takes to bring your creative vision into reality. There is no time like this week to really lean into what it means to be an authority of creative energy and fire. Coming through and after the Aries transits of last week and the new moon, and about to enter into a new phase of Uranus into Gemini, you are required at this point in time to sit upon your throne of creative authority and manage this energy like the queen that you are, like the king that you are. This is about tapping into the raw, divine, feminine energy and trusting that what is coming through is valuable, is important, is worthy, and must have a framework to move through so that it can become tangible. No longer wispy ideas that float around the cosmos, skipping from one person to the next. The collective is requiring that each of us pull down the ideas from the stars and put them into place so that new earth can take structure and form. This is just of such high priority and need at this point in time. How you can do this is trust the process. Trust that one step at a time is enough. You don't have to be the expert, but you do have to take action. That's what queens do. They take in all the information that's been gathered for them and they make the next decision, right? They may not be able to be very particular about every single detail and how every step is going to go move forward, but they are the ones that move a whole group of people into one direction in a uniform way, weaving together all the information that they have in really impactful decisions, right? This is something that you need to do for your life right now. Weave together all the information that you've received about the next steps, and you don't know exactly what that is. That's okay. You're not supposed to. It's part of the process. It's part of being human, is to have faith and trust that things will be revealed in time as you need them. And at the same time, we must act on what we do know for certain and for sure. You can continue to grow this practice by joining me at Behind the Door next week, April 28th through 30th, where we're going to go through this process of gathering the information when we are in communion with spirit, with the unseen, however, whomever you connect to, and bringing that information into tangible messaging that you can then act on. It doesn't have to look the same. I'm not going to say, if you see a leopard come through, then this is what this means. That's not what this is about. The Age of Aquarius is how each of us connects in a unique way to bring forth our specific gifts that aid the collective and the birth and the structuring of new earth, right? So why would your messaging look like anybody else's? There is a very specific language that you and spirit speak. And right now, it is very important for us to hone in on that language, identify the alphabet, if you will, so that you can continue to grow in this call and response between you and spirit and understanding your next steps. Join me at Behind the Door. We're going to dive into this in really specific ways. You're going to bring your art supplies. You're going to bring any type of medium that makes you feel excited, that makes you feel playful, so that you can grow in this communication. It is vital, especially with our transition from Uranus out of Taurus into Gemini at the end of this week, that you have a vessel, a funnel, if you will, on how to receive the uptick of downloads that you'll be coming through. Gemini opens up a whole new level of ideas, right? Taurus has been very steady, very consistent in how Uranus impacts you. Holding that energy kind of stable in a lot of ways, maybe limiting your decisions to like 3 to 5 options. But as it transitions into Gemini, it has a more familiar texture. Uranus is lightning, it's upending, it's topsy-turvy, and then it meets Gemini, who is all air. It's going to be almost an unleashing of creative ideas, and it's going to be really important for you to be able to decipher, what's what, right? What is just my mind kind of spinning and getting used to this new amount of energy, and what is spirit coming through and saying, no, this is your action, this is your next step, this is meant just for us. Okay, so click the link here in the comments or in my bio and get signed up for that. It's going to be a really important practice that you have in your resources to navigate these big shifts and continue to claim and own your throne of creative power and authority. Bye.